AngularJS is a client-side JavaScript library. Instead of library, we can say it is a framework. You maybe come across different JavaScript library in terms of jQuery or Dojo. They provide a lot of very interesting capability in terms of doing DOM manipulation, animation, etc. But once application grow into some little bit significant size, so this library are not giving a proper mechanism how to arrange code and how to follow a proper practice so that it can be proper maintainable and testable the code base. Whereas AngularJS is a very opinionative framework. So it restricts a lot of use cases and it asks us to do in certain manner certain thing. So that if we try to follow the convention of AngularJS, it would be easier to follow a consistent design pattern which can help to maintain a larger project much more efficiently. Let's start discussing bootstrapping a simple AngularJS application. We can use, these are known as AngularJS directive, which is provided by the AngularJS itself. And AngularJS extend the native browser capability by means of different AngularJS element, or it extends the vocabulary by providing special behavior to it. Also, it allows us to create our own behavior so that it can solve our own purpose. But to just start with, we need to specify this ng app, which is useful for letting this AngularJS known as that this particular HTML element is a AngularJS type of application. So it initializes the particular thing with some variables and some configuration. And the second part is ng init. This may not be very much useful in later stage. We come to know some of the more improved one, but this allows us to quickly initialize any variable inside our HTML element. So this ng init, this is a variable name, we can specify anything and we initialize a particular value of it. Okay, so this can be maybe treated as a variable or model in our application. Okay, if you see, to access this particular variable, we can use double curly bracket. Okay, and inside that we can write any expression. This expression or the syntax to it is known as AngularJS JavaScript expression. This AngularJS doesn't allow to do as much thing. It only allows us to use some variable for the display purpose or just calling few function and just display on the HTML document. It does not allow us to create a new function declaration inside it or to define a new or object inside this expression. Neither it allows us to create any regular expression. What you may see, it is it allows a lot of capabilities, but AngularJS expression, it does not allow you to a regular JS expression. If you want to use, there is some different way we can use regular expression, but the purpose of is to keep it simple so that it is easy for maintenance purpose, or it easy to reuse, or any kind of to make the code cleaner basically. If we try to deconstruct the below element to the above, see, in this case the first section is the model which contain our data name is equal to Eric, and this one the template section where paragraph and we define some curly bracket notation. This is known as template, and we can create, or in this case AngularJS create its own template vocabulary. Okay, and once this model and template, AngularJS do its logic or implementation, it combine them and produce the pure HTML tag, what native browser like Chrome understood, and they internally convert to something known as DOM, document object model, for their programming need, and then they convert to the render or paint into the browser window. What a common user we can see this. Okay, a simple Eric, we don't know what is HTML and what all these things. So this is the pure view. So this particular thing happen inside the below. But if you notice here, this is this is not something AngularJS is developed or invented. It is this is a common practice which can be achieved using jQuery and Mostak, and lot of other people tried it. What is the difference AngularJS is adding into the table? If you notice here, once that model or template is combined and produce a view, so it is a one-way flow, or it is in more technical language known as one-way data binding. So if there is any changes happen to this model, Eric to John, so will that view will automatically reflect it? How to notify the view, or do you need to run the cycle again, or do you need to make some changes? So usually the traditional other applications only achieve one-way binding, but if there is any change, we have to write lot of glue code to make that view reflected again. Whereas AngularJS do this automatically. So if there is any change happen in Eric, so it will automatically change in the view. In the same way, in the view it may not be necessarily a simple paragraph or span element. It may be a form input element. If we user enter this Eric to something else, so it would be go and change this view, or sorry, change this model. So in all the time, this model will be the single source of truth. So you can safely in across all the different component, you can treat that this model is always have the latest and the greatest data. Okay, wherever it changes, it may be changed in the backend JavaScript code, or the data may come from the server, or it may change by the user in the browser screen. But model will always contain the latest data. So this is achieved by two-way data binding, and which is the facility provided by AngularJS. Let's start create a simple hello world program using AngularJS. I am using CodePen for the demonstration purpose. And I started with a very simple HTML. I not yet added any functionality to it. It contains head, body, and the simple basic structure. The first thing to do to add the capability to AngularJS, inside the head element, we have to add the script tag. In this case, I am referring to the AngularJS 149, which is the latest version as of today, from the Google API. Okay, so this allows us to use the AngularJS inside our application, or we can start writing all our needed code. But for my demonstration purpose, I won't use this script tag. So I will try to leverage that functionality provided by CodePen. I have to go to setting, and inside the JavaScript. So if you see here quick add, so we can add number of client-side library. In this case, I will use AngularJS, which is 1.3 version, and I can save it. So I no need to add inside my HTML element. So automatically CodePen will add in the runtime, or whenever I try to execute any program. To initialize the app, I have created a ng app directive. So this is I given in the root level HTML. Technically you can specify any place. Under that all it will treat as the Angular application, but it is recommended better way to start in HTML. And in the body tag I have given any ng initialization. Here two model properties I have given. Name is equal to Eric and city equal to Chicago. Here I have used AngularJS expression. If you see the with double curly bracket, I have given name, and this value will be, it should be displayed over here. And similarly the city is Chicago, and it should be displayed over here. If you see here, hello Eric, and are you from Chicago? But this color is not changed by AngularJS. I have written simple JavaScript CSS code over here just to make it orange color. Okay, so that it can be differentiated. Now I have used ng model. Okay, this is this ng model I associated with the input tag. So here first tag I will assign it to the name variable, whatever I defined here, and next I associated with the city. So if you see, the default Eric and Chicago is already populated over here. And if you notice, I can change anything. If I remove Eric, so the data from name also is getting reset. So I can give Steve, so it is saying hello Steve, right? In the city also I can change to New York. If you see, without doing anything or any piece of JavaScript code, all the data is synced automatically. So the variable, view, so this is the power of the two-way data binding. But if you run into some AngularJS application, because this all happened, this compile and everything happened in the client side, so there are in flash of second you will notice this curly bracket in some of the application for the slow internet connection and in some situation. So to avoid that flashing of curly braces for even some millisecond or second, we can improve this using ngbind directive. See, instead of curly bracket, I have used ngbind and given this variable name. This will behave exactly the same thing, only the curly bracket won't be shown in the runtime. So if you see here, there is no behavior change. And if you change that value from here, so both the thing will be reflected automatically. Okay, but let's say for example, you don't want to change only in this particular section. Whatever the name as Eric came, you want to keep as it is. Okay, so for that means you want to do one-way data binding. Whatever the compiled the data is reflected, so you do not want to change. So you can use double colon over here, so that if you change from Eric to John, so if you notice here, this in the first section it is changed. Here it is modified. That means data model is getting modified, but only this particular view on this section, only the first data whichever initialized in the initial section is remain there, and there is no update happening from model to here. Okay, so this way we can, using double colon inside ngbind, we can achieve the one-way data binding. Thank you very much for watching this video. You can find the notes and the link to code snippet below. Please say hi over an email. I'll definitely reply you if I am not sick or in vacation. You can like and also subscribe to this button. You'll get an update as soon as I post a new video. If you want to help me, please spread this word. Maybe somebody find this video through you. Thanks very much again and have a great day.